Hey guys, Marshmallow Chomp here, back with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links video. And today I'm going to be doing my updated Trap Monster Uria deck. I thought I already had, like ages ago, but apparently not. So it's a bit old, but I still use it in the exact same way and it's still as successful. So it's a great deck. It's very free to play. None of the cards that are necessary are even in booster packs, so you could probably make this deck for 0 gems, which is awesome, unless you want the Tiki Curse, which is a great card, but it's not necessary. So I'll just do a duel here, hopefully win it, and then I'll show you the deck list and explain the core, and then end it there probably. So, right, we're running Chain Reaction because every time you activate a trap, it does 200 effect damage. And Statue of Anguish pattern is like the main trap monster, as it's a 2500 wall, and when another trap monster is brought to the field, it gets to destroy one card, so it can be a spell, trap, or even monster. Alright, let's read up on this card here. Okay, so this is only affected by attacks. So, say now. I probably wouldn't do this usually, but I just want to demonstrate it. If I activate Statue of Anguish pattern, that's another 200, then we get a second monster on the wall board. I was lucky enough to actually get 2 in the starting hand. So I activate the effect, and then destroy the Magician Girl. Just like that. Because Temple of the Kings is on the field, I am actually allowed to activate one trap from my back row the turn it's set. So we get a 200 here. In case anything happens and they negate what I'm about to do, I will give it the buff from the field spell. So I special summon it into attack mode. And because of his Power of Dark skill, it's at 2000. But because I've got 2 Statue of Anguish pattern on the field, both of them activate. So I will destroy both of his back row. Let's see what we get. Hopefully he doesn't chain them. He chained them, god damn it. I mean, I hit a treacherous trap hole. But unfortunately, that is one of the only ways you can get rid of Statue of Anguish pattern. Because Statue of Anguish pattern has a secondary effect where if there is a trap that's treated as a monster on the field, it can't be targeted by card effect, which does save it a lot. I could have hit in for 2000, but I kind of just want to hit in when I know I can win. So, yeah, this could be it. Tiki Soul is a great trap monster. I'd say it's definitely core. And it's only a trader card anyway, so that's great. Oh no, I shouldn't have destroyed that. So now it's not lethal. It doesn't matter what it is, so I'll just keep it as Light Dragon. Let's not destroy a card. I do run these 3 Xyz monsters along with Titanic Moth. You'll see why I run fusions later. I guess I can swoop them for 28. And then what I'll do is just, if any trap monster dies, I'll just activate another because the chain reaction skill will finish him off. Or he can just surrender. I'll send him a nice. Now, I don't play ranked duels often. I usually just stick to NPC or duel with my friends, but it's only lost once to my friends, and I've dueled them many times. So it's great, because they don't run bad decks either, they run like blue eyes and stuff. Yeah, I'm only silver look. Although I have hit platinum with this before. So that's the deck that I just beat if you wanted to know what it was. I knew it was going to have Quintet. A bit weird, don't really know why they're running normal Dark Magician Guild, but oh well. Okay, so for the deck list, it's a 21 card deck, and it consists of 4 spells, 3 monsters, and the rest is just traps. So our boss monster is Uria. This isn't necessary to win, although it is a great way to finish them off. It needs 3 face-up traps to be summoned, so that can just be 3 trap monsters, and it gains 1000 attack for each continuous trap in the grave. Every trap in this deck is a continuous, so the longer you leave it, the stronger this guy gets. I've had it where I've got up to like 13,000 attack points on this thing before, but then on top of all that, it does have a once per turn effect where you can target a set spell or trap and destroy it, and they can't negate this effect with any spell or trap. So basically, if you've been sweeping up the back row with Statue of Anguish pattern and bringing out cards like Swamp Mirror, Embodiment of Apophis and whatnot, and there's still one left, bring out Uria. Hopefully it's not an on-summon trap, and then you can destroy it anyway. We are then running 2 Mystical Beast of Circuit. If you do not control the Temple of the Kings, destroy this card. Banish any monster destroyed by battle with this card, and if this card destroys a monster, it gains 500 attack. Now, we do run 2 Temple of the Kings. I have 3, but I only run 2. And you might be thinking, it's an alright card, but why would you run it? Get into that in a second when we actually look at Temple of the Kings, and you'll know exactly why. Then we've got Magic Planter. Send a face-up continuous trap to your grave. Draw 2 cards. Great card. It's dumping a monster to help Uria, or clear up some space so you can do Statue of Anguish pattern again, and you get in +2 draw. Great card. Temple of the Kings. You can activate a trap the turn it was set. Also, you can send a Mystical Beast of Circa in your monster zone, and this card you control to the grave. Special summon a monster from your hand or deck, or 1 fusion monster from your extra deck. So basically, if you have Temple of the Kings and you have a trap monster, you've not done any summoning, because all trap monsters count as special summon, so you can just tribute it off for a circuit and then instantly go into a fusion. Now I'm running a selection of 3 fusion monsters. I mean, I would usually go into them afterwards, but I'd say because we're on topic, let's go through them now. We've got Gaia Drake, the Universal Force, 3,500 attack, 2,800 defense, solid body, and it can't be targeted by or destroyed by the effects of effect monsters. So this can beat over Blue Eyes monsters and that, and yeah, it can't be destroyed by monster effects, which is great. It's not as good as it used to be, because cards like, cards can banish it, that doesn't count as destroying it, and it can be tributed and that, but it's still solid and can catch people off guard. Although I'd say this is the one I used the least. We've then got vehicroid. It can attack directly for 1,600, so basically, if you just need to get the job done and it's getting a bit tight and they're getting a bit of a comeback, if you can pull off vehicroid and smack them directly, you usually win, and it's quite a funny way to beat your opponent. And then finally, we have Barbroid, the ultimate battle machine. This is the main one you're going to be bringing out. This card can make a second attack during each battle phase, but it cannot attack directly. It's 4,000 attack, 4,000 defense, and if this card attacked an opponent's monster, negate the effect of that monster in the grave, and if it destroys a monster, do 1,000 burn damage. Now, if that monster's in attack position as well, you're usually doing above 2,000 damage with 1 attack. This thing is the main boss monster that you'll be seeing, to be honest. Right, let's get back into the main deck. We're running 3 Statue of Anguish pattern. I've already gone through this. It can't be destroyed by an effect if there is another trap monster in the field. And, well, it can't be targeted, sorry. And if another trap monster is summoned whilst it's on the field, it can destroy a card, whether that be back row, field spell, or monster. Then we've got 3 Swamp Mirror. This is a beat stick with 1800 attack, 1000 defense, level 4, and it can be any attribute and type, which means you can take advantage of your opponent's field spells or your opponent's cards that are protecting theirs. Say, like, it can only be attacked by monsters of the same type. Swamp Mirror can become that type. So it's very good in how usable it is, because you can just keep changing it. Well, you don't keep changing it, but you change it on summon, so it can become the best it can possibly be. It's level 4, 1800. If there's a field spell, it can usually be up to 2000. And, yeah, great level 4. It's not restricted to being summoned in the main phase or anything either, or your opponent's turn. So it's a really nice and free card. Then we've got Tiki Soul. 1000 attack, 1800 defense, rock, light, level 4. While it's an effect monster, if another trap card you control that's a monster will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can set it in the spell and trap card zone instead. This is even better than you think, because if they destroy it on their turn by battle, and you have Temple of the Kings, you can activate a trap the turn it was set, which means they can destroy a card, and then you can just bring it back out on their turn instantly. You can only do this once, but it's great if done correctly. Running 3 of them, I would highly recommend running 3 of them also. I'd say Statue of Anguish, Swamp Mirror, and Tiki Soul are all a must-have at 3 copies each. Embodiment of Apophis, I kind of just run this because it is Odeon's ace card and you get the cutscene. During either player's main phase, so it can't be battle phase, do not forget that. Special summon this card as a normal monster, 1600 attack, 1800 defense, level 4. You might be thinking, why aren't you just running like another Quantum Cat or something? Well, it's very rare, but if someone's running a attack and defense stat swap kind of tactic, this guy isn't really affected that much. It's just 200 point difference, which can be a lot, but it's not as much as Swamp Mirror or Tiki Soul. Then we are running a copy of Quantum Cat, 2200 defense, basically just a mini wall that can activate Statue of Anguish pattern. It can also change its attribute to gain effects from field spells like Swamp Mirror can, and can go up to 2400 defense, which is really good. We are then running 2 Tiki Curse. However, if you do have 3, definitely get rid of the Apophis for a 3rd. You could even get rid of the Apophis for another Quantum Cat. Basically, this is if a trap monster is attacked or attacks, destroy the opponent's monster after damage calculation. So this is basically, if you're not getting Anguish pattern, you've just got a load of little weenies like Swamp Mirror. This is how you get over them monsters. You attack, take a bit of damage, yes, but you are clearing up the field for a direct attack. It's 1800 attack also, Dark, Rock, level 4. And then finally, 1 copy of Cyber Shadow Gardener. You could have more, but I'd only recommend 1. You can only activate this on your opponent's main phase. Special summon this card. It's an effect monster, level 4, and it gains, well, it has random attack, random defense. If this card sucked as an attack target, the attack and defense of this card become the attack and defense of the attacking monster. This card is set back in the spell and trap zone during the end phase. So, basically it can just mirror the stat of a monster. The amount of times I've had people attack this with Blue Eyes Alternative, thinking it has 0 attack and then just dying, is quite a lot, and it's well deserved in my opinion. So, I would recommend trying to get one of those. These last 2 are the only 2 that are in actual packs. so you don't need them, but they do make it a little bit better. Cyber Shadow Gardener is an Empire of Scarlet, and Tiki Curse is a super rare, and it's in Blades of Spirits. So if you want this deck, they are the two boxes to invest in. I think you can get both of those when they are when alt packs become 25 gems. I think both of those do that. So if you don't mind waiting, wait till then. If not, it's at 1 rare and 2 supers. The rare is going to be easy, obviously, but Tiki Curse can be a bit of a pain to get. Finally, I'll go through the Xyz monsters. Oh, by the way, Tiki Soul is a card trader. Quantum Cat is level up, duelist challenges. It's been in a bunch of events. Embodiment of Apophis is Odeon, and actually trader. I forgot about that, honestly. Swamp Mirror is also card trader. Statue of Anguish Pattern is a ticket reward from Ranked Duels or this event, which is where I got mine. Don't run the first Monarch, by the way. That's a terrible trap monster. It just restricts yourself a lot, and it's not great. Temple of the Kings. Again, one of the events. The other Monarch one's also bad. Odeon level up and duel, so you can grind for it. Magic Planter is a level up, I believe. Level up, and apparently it's been in some challenges as well. That's great. Mystical Beast of Circuit. Again, level up. And finally, Uria. I think Lifetime. Oh no. Oh yeah, Lifetime and an event. I can't remember the event, the mission, sorry. And finally, the Xyz monsters. So we're running 3 rank 4s because pretty much every monster apart from Statue of Anguish Pattern is level 4 in the trap monster department. And yes, they can be turned into Xyz. So we've got Kachikachi Dragon. I prefer this over my Gagaga Samurai for non-Gagaga decks. When it destroys a monster, you can remove 1 material and it can attack again. So this is a great way of either clearing up the field or if they're just spam walling up to be able to actually sink in some damage. Then we've got Gagaga Cowboy just for his versatility. In defense you can do some extra burn, and with all the burn from chain reaction, 400 doesn't seem like a lot, but it could be the finisher. On top of that, it has its attack position effect where it gains 1000 and opponent loses 500. It allows you to get over anything with 2900 attack or below. Then we've got Diamond Dire Wolf. You can detach an Xyz material, target a beast, beast warrior, or wing beast, and 1 card on the field destroy them. You might be thinking, why run that? Well, Quantum Cat and Swamp Mirror can become beast, beast warrior, or wing beast if they want, and you can destroy them instead of itself, but it can also destroy itself. And then finally, number 28, Titanic Moth. If you control no other monsters, this card can attack directly but half the damage. And when it inflicts damage, you can detach material and do 250 for each card in your opponent's hand, so some extra burn. This is a great deck, I highly recommend it. Obviously, most of the extra deck are from boxes, but you do not need them all. I'd say the main one you need is Kachikachi Dragon, which is from Tag Duel. Yeah, Tag Duel Tournament. And Vehicroid, which is from Warriors Unite as a common. You don't need these. I mean, I did previously run without the fusion and without the Xyz engine. I ran a synchro engine with Shape Sister, which is another good trap monster actually. So if you want to see that build, go back, just search Uria synchro build, and it should have Archfiend's Call on the thumbnail. But this is a bit more advanced, and it's very good. It's very consistent. Ideally, in your starting hand, you want to see Anguish Pattern. If not, you can hopefully use a Magic Planter to draw into it. This deck's also great because it hardly ever bricks. It bricks more than the other build, but this is way stronger than the other build, in my opinion. The other build's good, though. So, if you want a Synchro or an Xyz Fusion build, pick whatever. They're both still very good. You can use Chain Reaction with the other build, it's just I didn't have Odeon back then. So thanks for watching, I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day, and enjoy this amazing deck. It's really fun, and it's got me quite far. Bye.